back to my channel and welcome back to another review. I feel like it's been a little while since I've done any type of complexion product review, any type of wear test or anything like that. So I figured it was about time. For today's review, I'm gonna be trying a product that I've been hearing people just rave about constantly, and it is the Smashbox Halo Healthy Glow All-in-One Tinted Moisturizer. I'm sure you guys have seen this all over Instagram. I feel like so many people are trying this tinted moisturizer and I'm hearing that it's amazing. I'm hearing people even claim that it's replacing foundation with them. So today we're gonna be testing that out, seeing how it stacks up and how well it wears throughout the day. But before we jump into it, I just wanna welcome anyone who's new to my channel. I create content on fashion, beauty, and lifestyle, and I would love it if you would subscribe. And also too, please don't forget to like and comment on this video. Let me know your thoughts on the tinted moisturizer, if you've tried it, if you wanna try it, and also let me know if there are any other products that you'd like to see me review in the future. And let's go ahead and get into this one. Alright, so like I mentioned, today's review is on the Smashbox Halo Healthy Glow All-in-One Tinted Moisturizer with Broad Spectrum SPF 25. That's a mouthful. But I've been seeing so many people rave about this moisturizer. I've heard that the finish is amazing. The coverage is really, really good. In fact, I've actually heard a couple of different people mention that they've actually been using this tinted moisturizer in place of foundation. I feel like personally that's a little bit far-fetched because obviously a tinted moisturizer is in no way gonna have the same coverage as a foundation, but I'm definitely willing to give it a shot. So this foundation retails for $36. It's available on Sephora, Ulta. Obviously you can get it through Smashbox website as well. And the claims on this is that it is an all-in-one SPF primer infused tinted moisturizer with lightweight, natural looking dewy coverage that hydrates skin for up to 24 hours. So yeah, it says primes, perfects, protects, and hydrates. So apparently it's supposed to have primer already in here. It's supposed to have no creasing, caking, or settling, and then it's infused with goji berries, gold, and peptide. And then you guys, I'm so sorry, I do have the fan on. It's just way too hot. I need to have the fan on because I'm gonna roast. But for this moisturizer, it comes with 1.4 fluid ounces of product in it. And then for the studio tip in here, it says you can use it as a tinted primer or layer under powder or foundation. But again, like I said, I've been hearing a lot of people mention that they've just been wearing this on its own, pretty much as their face makeup. So that's what we're gonna test today. The color that I got in this one is medium, and I originally tried to go with medium tan, but it ended up being like too tan to the point where it was probably problematic if I tried. So I bumped down to the medium, which is very interesting because most of the time for complexion products like this, I tend to err on the slightly darker side just because my body is so tan, but that medium tan was really, really dark. So hopefully the medium is gonna work. And then here is what the packaging looks like. I really like it. I love how simple it is. I love the color on this. I'm a sucker for colors like this. And it's just like a very, very sleek bottle. And on the box, it says to tap on with fingers and blend, but I've also seen people do a brush. So we're gonna try both methods, one on each side of the face, and I'll let you guys know which application seems better. And I know that this one says that it's already a primer, but I am still gonna prime my face just because it's a habit. I do this with pretty much every makeup look. For the most part, I usually use this. This is the Milk Makeup Blur Stick, just because I am oily and I feel like this just kind of helps my pores and also just kind of like blurs out my shininess. And since this is like a dewy, glowy type of a product, with me already being oily, I just don't want to look like a huge grease ball. So just a little bit of my regular primer to start with. Okay, so we're gonna start with the finger application first. I'm just gonna take a little bit right here. There is what that medium color looks like. It looks like it's gonna be a pretty good match, but just dot it on. Then my mirror's down here, so I'm gonna look down. But I've also even heard like some people say that they don't even use concealer with this, like this covers up enough, but we'll see how that goes. But the coverage actually looks really, really nice for the fact that this is like the only color on my face. It looks like this color actually turned out to be really good. So that's one thing that I'll go ahead and tell you guys that I've noticed so far is that these colors tend to run a little bit darker than like traditional foundations. I think probably they just put more pigment in it since it is a tinted moisturizer, just so that that way it actually has some coverage. That coverage does look nice. I do like it with the fingers, plus it gives the added convenience of you don't need to like grab any type of like makeup tool or anything. But this looks good. So here's with the moisturizer and then without. And you guys can see it actually gives pretty decent coverage. I'm sure that it's buildable, but I'm actually pretty happy with this right now, but let's go in with a brush this time. I'm gonna be taking the Morphe M6 brush and just take a little bit right on the top. I'm just gonna stipple it on. And then buff it in. So between the two sides, I think I like just like the finger application the best. I mean, that's how they suggest to apply it, just because I feel like I get a little bit more coverage on the side where I applied it with my finger. So I think I'm gonna go over everything with another layer and just use my fingers, especially because I'm actually gonna be using this in place of foundation to film a different video. So I just wanna make sure I have decent coverage. And just some over here, buff it in. Wow, and then that second layer actually has pretty good coverage. It covered up my acne scar right here, so I'm actually really impressed with that. So yeah, it looks like if you want to use this in place of foundation, you just have to do a couple of layers, but not bad. I will say though, I would use concealer still on my under eyes. I know that some people have said that they don't even feel the need to do that. And honestly, if this was maybe for just like lounging around at home, I probably would just leave it. But since I am gonna be filming something, I'm gonna go ahead and add some concealer just on my under eyes. It's really, really good. And I also like, I still can't believe how dark the medium is. I'm impressed, but also at the same time, I'm like, that's odd for a medium color to be this dark, but it looks really good. Like I'm looking in the viewfinder right now and it's matching my body and like my chest and stuff. So this was definitely a good color. But before I set it all with powder, I'm gonna go in with some cream products really quick. I'm just gonna do a little bit of concealer. This is the Dior Forever Skin Correct. It's my favorite like everyday concealer. And then just a little bit of cream bronzer. I'm gonna go in with the Fenty cream bronzer in 04 Honey Glaze. And I'm just gonna use this to give my face just a little bit of definition. Still trying to keep it like fairly natural-ish. Not trying to go like too overboard or anything with contouring or anything like that. And now I'm gonna set my entire face. I don't wanna like overwhelm the tinted moisturizer, so I'm just gonna go in with some like truly translucent powder. This is the RCMA No Color Powder. Just right over top of all this. Set my eyes. And if you are oily, I highly, highly suggest going with this step, because since this is just a moisturizer, it's not going to curb your oils or anything. So powder is going to be absolutely necessary for you if you're just using this moisturizer. Okay, so far, honestly, really, really loving the coverage. I'm blown away by the fact that this is a tinted moisturizer and it's literally covering me like a foundation. That's absolutely insane. As you guys saw, I was prepared for the fact that if I was going to use this as foundation, I would need to powder it down because it just doesn't have those like mattifying properties that a foundation would have. But other than that, I can totally see how people are saying that you can get away with just wearing this in place of foundation. It's definitely making my skin look really, really nice. It's got a very, very natural finish. I have like a nice healthy glow through it, even with the powder on top. So it just looks really, really nice. And I really like it so far. I've been really into alternatives to foundation lately, just because I feel like I'm getting lazier in my makeup routine. And I feel like that's just how the trend's going in general. I feel like we're seeing less and less with these like full beats, and everyone's going more towards like a natural, more low maintenance kind of makeup routine. So I think that this is actually gonna be a really, really good one. But I'm gonna go ahead and finish up my face, and then we will come back here just like for some more initial thoughts once I have the rest of the products layered on top. Okay, so here is my completed look, and honestly, you wouldn't even know that I don't have actual foundation on for this full face of makeup. Like, it looks like a full, genuine face of makeup with foundation and everything. So far, I am absolutely blown away by this moisturizer. I can't believe that it has like the coverage that I'm seeing. It's like so insane. And again, I don't have any other like complexion products on top. I just used a translucent powder, and that also seemed to blend very well with like my blush, my highlight, and my bronzer. It all just kind of like melted together and blended really nicely. So again, so far really loving this, but I will keep wearing it throughout the day. It is currently about 1:30 right now, and I have quite a few things to do. I'm gonna be filming another video, which is why I put lashes on and did a little bit of a heavier eye. I'm gonna be doing my fall try-on haul, which will be the video going up after this one, so make sure you're subscribed if you want to catch that. But Trevor and I are also gonna go hunt down some like Halloween decorations and stuff as well. So we'll see how this holds up throughout the day. It is a fairly warm day. It's currently about 85 degrees. So obviously we'll also see how this stacks up to the heat and like the sweat and all of that stuff. But so far at hour 0, I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. I think it's really good. The only thing that's missing for me is that I wish that it was a little bit mattifying or at least a little bit blurring. But other than that, it's absolutely perfect. So I'm gonna get on with my day, and I'll check in with you guys in a few hours. Okay guys, so I just finished filming my haul. Here's a preview of some of the stuff that I'll be showing you guys in the next video. But I have been sweating. It's very hot up here. I have the lights on right now, so my makeup is definitely taking a beating. So I thought it would be a good time to go ahead and check in with you guys on how this tinted moisturizer is doing. Right now it's 5 o'clock, so it's been about 3.5 hours since I put this moisturizer on. So I just wanted to go ahead and take a look at it really quick here. I am definitely sweaty, and I am definitely glowing through it, but it's not too bad. The coverage on it still looks pretty good, again, especially considering the fact that this is not a foundation. This is a tinted moisturizer, so I'm still very impressed with it. Sorry if this grosses anyone out, but I just wanted to like let you guys know. So during the video, because I was sweating with all of the lights and everything on me, I was dabbing my face for sweat in between clips just because I didn't want to get too shiny in my video, and I was actually thoroughly impressed. So here is the tissue. There's not a ton of makeup on there. That was with me sweating and dabbing the makeup. Not too much came off, so I'm actually really shocked about that. I do feel like the translucent powder helped to create a barrier so that it wouldn't run as much, but I think for the most part, most of the moisturizer actually really settled into my skin and is actually hanging on pretty well. So I'm loving this so far. I'm still gonna continue wearing it. I'm gonna wear it all the way to bedtime. So I'll check in with you guys again a little bit later. Okay, so it's now 9:45 and I've been filming all day. I was cooking, sweating, just doing a whole lot. I also decorated in here for fall. If you missed the vlog, it's the vlog right before this. It's been a little bit over 8 hours at this point, so just checking in. It looks like it's definitely broken down. I'm super shiny, and you're starting to see a lot of my imperfections come through, but it still looks pretty okay, especially for the fact that this is just a tinted moisturizer. I'm definitely not mad about how it's worn for a whole 8 hours, which is a better wear than some other foundations out there. So still looking good, but I will check in with you guys one more time right before bed. Okay guys, so it is now 12:30 at night, and I've had this makeup on for about 11 hours, sweating, changing, doing all kinds of things. So I'm just checking in, like a final check-in, but it's actually lasted really well. The coverage is still definitely holding up. I am seeing like my acne scars come through, and then a couple of other blemishes peeking through, but other than that, it actually looks pretty good. So I'm really shocked that for a tinted moisturizer, the coverage has lasted this long on my skin. Again, I did top it off with some translucent RCMA powder, which I think helped with the shininess and also to help keep it from rubbing off, but still I think it looks really good. So overall, 10 out of 10, super impressed with the longevity and the wear and the performance of this tinted moisturizer. But anyways, that's gonna be it for this video. It's very late, so I'm gonna go ahead and get to bed, wash off all this makeup, and just relax with some TV. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, please don't forget to leave me a comment down below. Let me know if you have any questions about this tinted moisturizer, or if you have any video requests for other reviews you'd like me to do. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys again in my next one. Bye.